Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us again for another edition of the Employ Baltimore Show. Welcome to the show. I'm Katanya. Katanya Lester, producing the show today, as well as hosting the show, standing in the gap for Marvin McKinstry. We definitely would like for all of you to like, comment, and share this particular show. We have a pretty good show in store for you as we talk to one of my very own colleagues, Dan Adamo, and he's going to come to you and talk to you about an awesome hiring event that he has coming up for next week. But in the meantime, let's talk about a little bit of preliminary things. Of course, you know we always love to get things started off with our sports. Our wonderful Orioles, congratulations to them. They defeated the Angels on Sunday, Father's Day, which was a really awesome day and a great game, and a lot of wonderful things going on in Baltimore that particular weekend, especially Fleet Week. So we're really excited as well that they beat the Yankees last night. And we just want to keep supporting them on their winning streak because we definitely want to see them go further to the World Series. Now, I'm sure a lot of you have also seen the new branded helmets that are going to be used by the Baltimore Ravens. These are really awesome. They are purple with a splash of gold. And of course, they still have the wonderful Ravens logo on them. I want a helmet myself. And I'm sure all of you football fans would love to see this on the field and probably want your own. So be sure to check out their brand new merch that they also have. And we're going to look forward to those new games at the brand new stadium wearing the brand new gear. How about that? Now, for MOED business, we definitely recommend if you're looking for a job or career opportunity, please follow us on our Now Hiring job board, which is full of a wonderful variety of opportunities of all areas, whether you're looking for something professional or in the warehouse or driving jobs or hospitality. We have a variety of agencies and companies that we service on this particular job board. But the best thing about it is that it actually connects you with one of our business services representatives that will follow up with you if you're qualified for the position to connect you with that particular employer. So please go to our website, which is moed.baltimorecity.gov/job board in order to take advantage of those particular opportunities. Also, we want to encourage everyone to stop by one of Baltimore's biggest summer activities that we usually have every year. It's happening at Druid Hill Park, the AFRAM. It's returning this year, this weekend on Saturday, June 22nd, and Sunday, June 23rd. And one of the headliners is one of my favorite artists, Busta Rhymes. We also have other artists that are going to be there, from Crystal Waters to Freeway, and just a whole plethora of other individuals that are going to be there. So please check out the website also at Afro. Let me make sure I get that correct. Um, just Google AFRAM Baltimore, and you will definitely find more information about all of the great things that are going to be happening at AFRAM this summer. And I hope to see you there. Now, on tomorrow, which is Friday, June 21st, there's also going to be a job fair happening at the Middle Branch Fitness Center. This particular job fair is geared towards immigrant and refugees. However, it's actually open to everyone. We encourage you to come. It starts at 10 a.m. until 2 p.m. at the Middle Branch Fitness Center in Brooklyn, Maryland. And they also are going to have a variety of businesses that are going to be there to help you find your next opportunity, such as the ones that are listed here, and just calling out a few of them. If you're looking for some good temporary work that can lead to full-time employment, we have a Bacchus that's coming. Baltimore Waterfront Block by Block, which is the Waterfront Partnership of Baltimore as well. The Caroline Center, Four Seasons Hotel, which is one of my favorite places to stay as well as dine. We're also going to have the Hilton Baltimore Inner Harbor Hotel, Johns Hopkins, Manpower Group, and also MJ Morgan Group, Empower, the State Highway Administration. We're also going to have a space telescope um, company. So please come on out to the job fair tomorrow, June 21st, at the Middle Branch Fitness Center. We do have a registration, but we can do that for you on site. We really appreciate you, and we are here to service each and every one of you with a variety of opportunities. And we just want to make sure that you also take advantage of that. Another great opportunity that we have definitely encouraging individuals who, if you're interested in working with children and working in the school system, middle school, high schoolers, MOAD is partnering with the Blueprint program, and we are hiring a bilingual program supervisor, annual salary starting at a little bit over $68,000. And we are looking for over 25 career coaches to join us as well. And that salary is starting at over $57,000. So you have two wonderful positions that's starting at almost $60,000. All you have to do is apply for the position, make sure that your resume is qualified and shows that you're qualified. And the link is bit.ly/MOED or you can just type in Baltimore City Jobs and then you go to Blueprint Program Supervisor or Blueprint Career Coach. Now, once we deem that you are qualified for these positions, you will actually get a call from our HR rep to schedule you for an on site interview that's actually happening next week on the 26th. So please take advantage of this opportunity. Go to the website, apply for the positions, especially the career coaches. And if you're qualified, you'll get a call from our human resources department for the on site interview session. Now, as I mentioned earlier, I do have my awesome colleague with me, Dan Adamo, who's going to come and talk to you about an opportunity that he has coming up at his site next week as well, on the 26th also. And it's a host of companies that are going to be there. So, without further ado, I'd like for you all to welcome to the screen with me now my colleague, also business services representative, Dan Adamo.
Wow. Oh my goodness.
Hello,
Thank you
Dan.
for having me, Tanya. How are you?
Fantastic. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining me today. I was really, you're always sending great information over, and I was excited. I was like, I need to have Dan back on the show today, especially to talk about his wonderful event that you have coming up. But before we do that, give us a little bit more information about you. What brought you to MOED and what you do here, and how are things going for you?
Oh, absolutely. Well, things are going great. Firstly, I hope everybody is staying cool during this heat, and congrats to the Orioles. But a little bit about me. I'm a business service representative with the Baltimore City Community Job Hubs. And so we just have so many opportunities coming up. And I think that that is always, that's what brought my attention to working with MOED and continuing to work with MOED because there are just so many opportunities coming up always. Um, so next week at My Brother's Keeper on June 26th from 10 to 2. Catholic Charity is going to be there. People Ready is going to be there. Our very own Higher Up program is going to be there. And so there are just so many opportunities that are coming up. So again, that is June 26th at My Brother's Keeper from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Tanya, I think you have the flyer up there. Yeah. And so Catholic Charities, we got some teaching assistant position, assistant technicians, assistant property manager, classroom aides, with People Ready, dishwasher, cashier, concession positions, cook positions, and those are immediate onboardings. Um, Unfortunately, Express Pros pulled out this morning, but our very own Hire Up program will be there. And there are just so many positions that are available that you can easily apply for. So keep an eye out for any of these flyers that look like this. That means that they are our very own community job hub resource fairs. And so please come on down Wednesday, June 26th at My Brother's Keeper.
Awesome. And I'm also going to put up the link for individuals where they can actually register for the job fair because that's important. That way, you'll be able to keep track of who's actually coming. And if you need to inform them or give them any additional instructions, we'll have their information. Now, what should people bring to the job fair when they come? Should they go to the websites and apply in advance, or should they just come to the job fair? And what should they bring?
Yes, good question. Well, come interview ready. Definitely bring a copy of an updated resume. With Catholic Charities, I would recommend applying beforehand, but you can always apply day of. All of our hubs have computers and staff members, including me, that can just readily and happily assist with any online applications. So bring a copy of your resume, bring a good attitude, and come ready to interview.
Okay, that's very important, as you mentioned, to bring a really good attitude, because oftentimes individuals they may have been unemployed for a short period of time, or even a long period of time. And the longer that you've been unemployed without the substantial funds to take care of yourself or your family, you can get an attitude, and you can get discouraged. You can get really anxious. What do you suggest that individuals like that do in order to prepare for themselves before actually coming to an interview, especially if this is their first time coming out and about since their lack of work for a job fair?
Good question. Well, just remember to take a deep breath before stepping in. Make sure that, just remind yourself that all of the employers, they're all people too. All the recruiters are people too. And so just stay calm. Know the worth of your work experience as well, because a lot of people tend to downplay your experience. And so just know how valuable your experience is, and just trust yourself that you can succeed in the interview. Make sure that you are listening attentively to whatever questions they may ask you about your experience and why you want to work with them. And yeah, just trust yourself, and I think it'll go smoothly.
Awesome. And one of the important things that I'd like to tell individuals, especially since we are in this digital world right now and we're always texting or typing messages and notes back and forth, it is really important to bring pen and paper to these sessions, in addition to your resume, in addition to wearing interview attire. But please bring pen and paper so that you can actually take notes. Because sometimes, I know in my case, if I've been using my phone pretty often, the battery needs to be recharged. It may go out on you, and you can't actually use your phone to include those notes or capture information. So, having pen and paper, I carry it with me all the time. I've just been conditioned to do that since I was in school, to bring some pen, paper, a little notepad where you can actually take notes. And then also be sure, because oftentimes, right, Dan, they're not just meeting with a representative from the company, they're actually meeting with people from the human resources department.
Hmm.
So definitely be sure to get the name of the individual, get their email address and their phone numbers. And oftentimes they're pretty transparent and they do provide that type of information with them. Now, we do have individuals that we service that are from the reentry community who may have just been released from prison or have been home for quite some time. Are these particular companies looking to hire individuals from the reentry community? And what suggestions would you also have for them?
Yeah, so every employer that comes out to the community job hubs are background friendly. And so yeah, that is definitely something that I consider whenever inviting an employer out to the hubs, because it can be a very real barrier for individuals.
Yes, yes, indeed. And I'm just typing that in there really quickly so that I can display that.
I forgot to add, for People Ready, they actually requested that people bring a form of ID, and an original social security card, for immediate onboarding.
Wonderful. That's very important to know because the rule for me, I don't carry my social security card unless I need it. So when you're coming to a job fair, that is an opportunity where you actually could need it and should bring your information with you. So give us information again about this wonderful job fair that's coming up.
Yes, absolutely. So please come on down, June 26th at My Brother's Keeper, from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Definitely recommend getting there at 10 a.m. Events always they start up immediately, and so you don't want to be waiting online for too long. So please, yeah, use the bit.ly link listed on the flyer, which are always posted on Facebook, Instagram, and they're posted all throughout any of the hubs, where you might stop by. So please come on down, June 26th from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at My Brother's Keeper. And if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to dan.adamo@baltimorecity.gov.
Okay. And just to recap, we want people to bring copies of their resume. We want them to wear interview attire. Please bring pen and paper with you to take notes. And you might meet some new friends as well, or run into some old friends. So you want to capture their information. As Dan mentioned, all of the employers at this event are background friendly. So we're giving hope, and we want our individuals from that community. If you've recently been released from prison, come on out and find out about the opportunities, because we don't want you to go back. We want you to remain in society and productive for yourself as well as your family. And then definitely bring your ID. It needs to be valid. It needs to be current and active, especially if it's a driver's license and if you're looking for any driving opportunities. And then bring your social security card as well, so that you can take care of any on site onboarding, especially with the people ready employer. So, Bill, I'm sorry, Dan, do
Close
you
enough.
have any, that's another one of my great buddies. Do you have any last minute suggestions or pointers for individuals that are coming to your job fair next week?
Yeah, just come ready to interview. Don't be afraid to ask any questions beforehand. All of the staff members at the Moody are just so kind, so friendly, and just always available to assist you. So please come on out next Wednesday to that event. There will always be upcoming events too if you can't make it, but definitely recommend coming out to this one, guys.
Awesome. And I'm also going to put up your email address if anyone wants to connect with Dan between now and the event, or even after the event. Dan.adamo@baltimorecity.gov. Well, thank you so much, Dan. Are you planning to go to any activities this weekend? What are
Oh,
your
this weekend? Oh my goodness. I think I'm going to see my parents this weekend.
Okay, awesome, awesome. So I'm gonna try my best to make it to the AFRAM, and I need to get out
Yes.
to an Orioles game pretty soon. I'm a big fan of football. I love the Ravens, and I love the new merch and the new helmets that they have. But I need to make it my business to definitely get out to an Orioles game. So,
I to see an Orioles game soon. I miss their crab fries.
so we've got to all hook up and go there. That'll be nice.
Absolutely.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, and we'll have you back on the show in the future to talk about the awesome things that you are doing with MOED.
Yes. Well, thank you so much for having me, Katanya. Have a great rest of your
My
day.
pleasure. Thank you. Well, once again, we thank everyone for joining us today. And then, definitely, as a reminder, we have a lot of events coming up, even up until tomorrow. But the focus for today's show was the Career and Resource Fair happening at My Brother's Keeper, which is next week, Wednesday, June 26th, at 4207 Frederick Avenue in Baltimore, Maryland. That's happening from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. And we're going to have Catholic Charities there with a variety of opportunities, people ready with a variety of opportunities, as well as higher up. So we're really excited about this event. We're also excited about the event that we have coming up tomorrow, which is happening at the Middle Branch Fitness Center. And there are a variety of employers that are going to be there tomorrow as well. So please come on out and get your next opportunity. I'd like to thank each and every one of you for joining us today, and tune in for with us for next Thursday when we bring you back another wonderful opportunity in reference to our collaboration and partnership with MOED. Thank you so much for joining us, and be sure to like, comment, and share this information. Thank you, everyone. Have a good one.